This is Jack Nicholson, or Christian Slater, or a bad amalgamation of the two of them. You're listening to my favorite podcast, Mouse and Weens.
Mouse and Weens and a 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 mouse and Weens, mouse and Weens and a mouse and Weens, mouse and Weens.
Hello!
Hello!
Mouse and Weens yet again. Here we are.
Hi, guys.
She just got the hiccups.
I got the hiccups.
This is Mouse. This is Joelle. I'm down in San Diego. I'm the mom one.
And I'm Weens, and I'm not in LA anymore. I'm in San Diego. We're
right.
staring at each other. I'm sorry. I don't know.
No.
I'm sorry.
This is going to be tough. The air quality was so poor up in LA. She jumped in the car and came down to San Diego. Woo woo.
With my cat, by the way.
Oh.
Will you tell him what just happened?
My God. This cat.
I'm
okay.
so
Weens, I love how much you
saddened.
love your cat. You do so much for her. She's so lucky. She was a rescue kitty. She's 14 now.
I don't know. Is that true?
Didn't you say that?
They
She's
don't
up
quite
there,
know.
12.
Yeah. She's probably up there, yeah.
Anyway, she's been staying here, and she gets real scared when she comes here because we have the dog and the 2 cats and 3 kids. And
Although
she's
we
used
keep
to,
them out of the room, she
Yeah.
still gets nervous. She can hear them walking around, and she's used to quiet.
Yeah, and so she gets vacation constipation often, like
Travel bells.
some
I
people
get that.
who need their prune juice and cherry juice.
Love it.
Yeah, kale smoothies. And but tonight she was finally loosening up.
It was a big moment. We were sitting on the bed. We were getting ready. Joe was just working on the audio. And we happened to look over, and she was scratching.
She was sniffing around the cat box.
We're like, ooh, yay. Things are going to happen. And we got all excited. And I told her, I said, take out your video. This will be
But
good.
she's like, but don't look right at her.
Don't
'Cause
look at her.
If she sees you looking at her, she'll stop and run
She
away
will.
again.
Same with
So-
drinking water.
Yeah,
She doesn't
so
want
we had
to
to
be seen.
Sneaky watch her
We
out
were
of the
pretending to look at our phones, but then secretly we were looking out of the corner of our
We're
eye.
such cat ladies. This is the kind of stuff we should be doing like at the mall to the cute guy for you, but we're doing it to the cat, hovering over the cat box.
But what happened was the cat started to make the motion. It looks like what happens when you touch the water and it makes a ripple. But she has a seismic body quake where
butterfly
it starts from the top and it kind of moves down. You can see the wave coming towards the
Oh yeah, like the fur on their
anus
back
area.
when you touch
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
And a whole ripple. You didn't see that? Okay. Anyway, I told her to record it. I said, this is going to be good. So it's so weird. Why? It's so weird. It just was funny because she couldn't find her footing, so she kept going around and sniffing, and it was just funny movements.
Yeah.
So then what happened?
So she finally got in the perfectly hunched position. I had the camera secretly trained on her, zoomed in.
This is the cat, not me, by the way. It sounded like it was.
Yeah, on the cat. And we got one plop. We had one touchdown, and we thought that was it. But then she continued on in the hunch position. But she started walking away. And we both went, oh, wait, what?
What's happening? What's happening? She went over her scratch pads.
Here, I'm going to play the audio.
Pulled her butt across the entire scratch pads, and wait, we should play the clip.
Well, we will play the
We'll
clip.
insert it.
Yeah. All right. I'm
Okay,
gonna
let's
insert
just hear
here.
it because it was a boot scoot.
Yeah, total boot scoot. Ready? All right, here we go.
What's happening? Eureka.
Okay.
Wait.
There's the tap. There's the movement.
She wiped her poop on the carpet. She pulled her bottom across.
So that was it. So we'll post this on Instagram, but
we didn't get to
the meat, don't say meat. The meat of the story.
All right, well, the crux, the nugget of the story was that she pooped and then ended up, I guess it didn't get off her bottom all the way, so she pulled it across her scratch pads and onto the carpet.
Yeah. She had a massive dingleberry. It was the size of a whole Tootsie Roll. It's awesome. All over my carpet. Just a nice skid mark with a big exclamation point and dot at the end of it.
Why are we so stupid? Why?
Poor thing.
We were just saying, we were both sitting here earlier saying, why are we're adults and we giggle about all this stuff?
I
That's
know.
just
We're in our mid 40s. Like people should be wearing business suits and talking about important things, and here we are.
We should be out saving things.
We've spent a
doing
good
important
20 minutes on this one cat poop video. We watched it over and over. We did slow motion. We pulled it, scrubbed it back and forth.
She had to scrub it in the moves where the cat's foot was pulling itself.
She looked like a little, one of those, remember the duck that you pull with the string, the little old-fashioned toy
poor
with the big
kitty.
flapping foot? It gets it going around.
She's waving her arm flapping right now.
All right. Well,
Anyway, there you go. We should share this video somewhere. It's very important. If anyone wants to find this, why don't you go to Instagram? We're going to move off Facebook. We just had this conversation.
yeah, Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
It's a little, we are not in line with Mark Zuckerberg, and we are not getting much action, let's be honest. There's just, I don't know, it's hard to find stuff. I'm not very good about posting
I think
there.
I know a lot of my friends got off Facebook.
Yeah. So I think we're moving everything to Instagram, and it'll still automatically post to the Facebook page, so we'll leave that up and running. And I may dabble around on my personal stuff and you too, but
Dabble it.
yeah,
Anyway.
I don't know. We'll keep it there archived,
But I do love that my pals are still on Facebook, and I've been in a social media bubble.
Yeah.
I have not done anything in a long time. I just took like a 3-year break, pretty much.
yeah. What was the reasoning behind that? Why?
I could get into the whole story. I think it might have had something to do with a lunatic.
Oh, yes,
And I think that's when I really look at it. It's probably because I just wanted to get away from a cuckoo bird.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe part of that, and then part of like, just want to get away from the constant. But it's addictive, don't you think?
It is, and I think that was where I was going with it. I thought you were going to say I just needed to streamline my life and get rid of things that were too distracting and addictive, and so you kind of got rid of that, and then but got back in. Did I draw you back in?
A little bit, yeah, because I felt bad. You've been
fishing
doing
pole
all the
move.
social media, so she's been really working at.
Thank you.
And you have all of your children, and you have much to do. So I
It's
said, I'm going to
fun.
help. I'm going to pop in and do a little, which I'm not doing much, but
You're cute. No, you do. You
I don't
pop
know
in. You like everything. It's really sweet. You've got like a good positive vibe, and a lot of people respond. And
I
but
like
you like
people.
everything. I feel a little awkward because I'll post something and you're like, boom, like right
Really?
away.
Well,
You're
it's
like,
also because I'm doing all this school stuff too. I'm
Yeah.
taking all these classes. And so it's like having chocolate right next to you. So you could distract yourself.
Yep.
And then, so it's kind of like strangely addictive. I need to stop. Do you get this way too?
Yes. Well,
I've seen
you were cracking me up. You're like, Joelle, this is so addictive. Look. Oh, I got a heart.
There's
Click.
a heart. I'm like, there it is. Ding. Dopamine. Boom. Okay, here's a little thing. Pop. Oh, what's this thing? A little red dot under my house. Oh, something new. It's like little candies that appear in here.
She was sitting pretending to study, and then like her head was frantically whipping around like a dot, a heart. Look at this.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Just like a rat to cocaine.
It's true. It's so addictive. And I don't
ridiculous.
even notice it anymore. It's almost like a tick, you just kind of, you look left, you look right, you look at your phone. It's always in my hand. You feel naked when you don't have it.
Weird.
We're really addicted. It's really bad.
I know.
But-
We should talk about addictive stories to phones. They're doing things. I think one of these big Silicon Valley companies was having like this technology-free retreats where you're supposed to leave your phone at home and you go for 2 days or 3 days, and
I've heard
people
of
were
this.
flipping out because they couldn't do it. Like really not cool with it.
Yeah.
And there's actual support groups for people in Korea, especially. They're getting young boys off of gaming and putting
Don't
them
tell me.
into support groups for their addiction to gaming.
I need to do this with mine, I think.
Really?
Don't you think? I mean, it's crazy, right?
But when you put them down to do schoolwork, they do it, right? No, they don't.
They do,
Do they?
but we've had to lay down the law. As soon as we give them a rule of, okay, you can't get on until 5 o'clock or whatever it is, then they're pretty good.
They probably sneak it, though.
I think.
There's a little sneaking. You should put all their screens. I know. Whatever.
It's such a rock and a hard place, though, because the world works this way. Like, you have to let them do it. You can't say no completely. But that camping trip where we didn't let them bring them, it was wonderful, I will say. It was pretty great.
And then how often can you guys, how many hours can you stay off your phone, off your computer?
All of us?
Social media. Yeah.
Or just them?
When would you start to feel uncomfortable?
When would I, with me? Mm-hmm. If I got off.
If you had no phone, you had all your kids with you, all your family, so you didn't need to worry about anything. But
well, I think if I made a pact with myself, like I'm going to go a week and not do it, then it would be fine. But I'd probably feel anxious right away, within a few hours, because it feels like I'm doing this for the podcast. Like, I'm always trying to keep it up and running. So that part would be the worst for me, because on my personal stuff, I'm kind of lax. I haven't done a whole lot over there. So I'm okay with that. But it is also a place where I get information, especially about the school, because with all this COVID stuff and reopening, that's where we're getting all the input from the school board and from all the parents talking. Oh, well, I heard this, I heard that. And what are you guys going to do? And lots of polls going on, and who's got what teacher. So it is an information portal for that. I know.
Yeah, you do kind of need that.
But
yeah, I mean, it could just be the way it is.
Yeah.
We could be the older folks that are like our grandparents going, oh, this television has too many channels. There's 13 push button channels. It's too much.
It's true. You should see her face right now. I like being in the same room. This is so
really
good. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
You're funny though with the likes and the thing. What was the
validation?
She showed me this one account that you were like, I didn't know that if you double click on a picture, it creates a heart, right? This was on Instagram. And
well, I like to look at, this is sociological research, you see.
Yeah, you're in school.
I like to, I'll go and look at like, oh, this is someone's world and this is their, like friends and everything. And I guess I went too far down a friend's page or something where, later she was like, yeah, you like something from like 3 years ago. What was it? I'm like, oh, I was just looking. And she's like, yeah, that's a long time. I know, but what does that mean?
You were like, I thought it was a video that would play, and I like pushed it. It didn't play, so I double pushed it, hoping it would play.
Yeah, but then you look like a creepy stalker because you're like getting into someone's files from 5 years ago. I'm like, ooh.
I know, but it is easy in Instagram to just look at their...
Yeah, the Instagram thing, you just scroll, and you see something.
You see all their pictures.
But I didn't realize, my friend was like, yeah, that makes you look kind of creepy. Like you might have been studying up on someone and you're looking at their life and their archives and you're going back 10 years. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
I know.
I just thought it was a fun, scroll, and he likes it. Oh, I like that picture. I don't know the fucking rules.
Oh, we should can we pop in I did that little mini interview of you a long time ago about The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can we put that in here?
This is a problem. Okay, here we go. All right. Should we set it up?
Well, no, we introduced it there. I think because it was before we had just bubbled.
First, when Instagram first came out.
No. It was when
did Instagram come out? Okay, when I first signed up to it meant when I discovered it, which was probably 10 years after it came out.
Yeah, we set it up. No, I was just saying we recorded it when you first started bubbling with us after the quarantine. This is when you first came down to San Diego is when we recorded this. So
yeah. Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, here we go. All right, we are in lockdown at home. Aunt Nan has been strictly quarantined. We have been strictly quarantined, and we decided to merge our family germs and add her to our quarantine circle. So here we are. Weens is on the couch with me, and we are trying to ramp up Mouse and Weens. So I said, Weens, what do you want to learn? I'm here. I'm your social media person. She said, I want to learn about Instagram.
I sort of don't, but I do at the same time. I probably should.
So Weens is on Instagram. Tell the story about Instagram.
Well, at one point 4 years ago or something, I was trying to learn how to do Instagram, and I sort of was learning on my own, I think on the phone, and was trying to like switch back to the web and figure out how to. Apparently I signed up and I was trying to follow, but I don't know what I was doing. Someone 3 years later said, I looked you up and was starting to follow you, but you're only following The Rock. I didn't even remember doing that or how I did it or what. But it was someone who was in the play that I was doing, and she was the actress, and she was, enamored by me, and I was selling myself. I wasn't selling as this big wig or anything, but,
You're supposed to be
yeah.
like, she's aspiring, looking up to you. You created this whole thing. And
she goes, oh, why are you only following one person? Are you a big fan of The Rock? I was like, what? And then I look, she goes, yeah, you're only following The Rock.
now, why did you pick him out of all the people to follow?
I don't remember picking him. Is there a thing that makes you go to an R or something?
An R?
Like, is it categorized by A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Alphabetized, excuse me.
Oh, I don't think there's an alphabet in Instagram.
I was guessing maybe I just pushed like an R if there was a scroll of the alphabet.
R for rock, I see. I'm lost. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you probably went to suggested for you, like favorites, and they always like have a little what's hot today page, and so you pushed on The Rock because you liked his abs or something.
Maybe you never know in the moment. I mean, he's nice. Have you ever?
I mean, I don't follow him, but maybe I'll start. So you recommend his feed? Is he a...
The embarrassing thing too, then I looked and I have 80 or 90 followers that I didn't, just friends and people. I think they saw I was on Instagram and said, yay. Now all of them think that I just love The Rock. Every single one of those friends.
So here we are to make the public statement. How do you feel about The Rock?
Well, he seems nice enough, but it wasn't someone I selected.
You're not his number one super mega fan?
No.
All right. So there you go. There is the truth. You heard it here first.
I may have been looking at his abs, so that's possible.
She likes a chest. Good day. Okay.
Oh my God. It's true.
She loves The Rock, folks.
I still see him on there, by the way. Now I have like 4 friends on Instagram, and The Rock is still my most prominent. I get to see he'll pop up all the time.
He likes popping up, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
He popped up, well, he and his whole family had COVID. Did you hear about that?
No.
See, don't follow him, do you?
I'm sorry, I don't look at it
Gotta
that
actually
much.
read. Don't just look at the pecs.
I just am looking at the pecs. I just started drooling on my phone. I have to go wipe it off. I'm done.
He does that, and he does the little songs to his daughter and stuff like that. Like, he's got a cute thing going on. But yeah, they all
It was
recovered.
cool. You know what? Andrew Piccone.
Andrew.
Use your words. I'll slow down. Andrew Piccone was on our podcast a while ago, and he does a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, and he did behind-the-scenes for Mulan. No, I'm sorry. Moana, sorry. And so he has a lot of behind-the-scenes of The Rock. And Manuel Garcia Lorquez. What the fuck is that, excuse my French, guy's name?
Who?
Hamilton. Biggest play of all times.
Oh, Manuel
Mark Schweda.
Garcia?
Why can't I say that?
I know. I always
Gabriel
forget his
Garcia
name, too.
Lorquez. I know it's a 3-part name.
I'm such a poser
Lin-Manuel
theater person.
Herbats. I don't know. Anyway, so he has a lot of behind the scenes. It was really cool to watch.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Thank you. What did I say? I was close.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's the big name that most people know. That
Wait, Andrew did stuff with him?
He was in the recording studio, so Andrew's working with Disney doing behind the scenes. Oh. And so there was a lot of cool outtakes.
Was it the Mary Poppins one? Because he was in that.
Moana with the Gabriel Garcia Lorquez. And they were like talking about the songs that pa 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 pa. You're welcome.
Oh, yeah, because he wrote a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
So he was there helping to, and The Rock couldn't quite, my good friend The Rock didn't quite.
Get the cadence.
It took him a minute
it.
to, because he's got all that.
Yeah, that's so cool. Have you seen Hamilton yet?
No, but Charlotte showed me some clips this morning.
While you're here, we only have Disney Plus on our TV upstairs, so we're gonna do our big TV party popcorn bowl. You have to watch it, will you?
Yeah.
Get all your schoolwork done tomorrow, and we can lay down and watch it.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, and we watched Ready Player One, which is a good film.
Oh, I know.
That was really good.
I want to talk about that. That was pretty crazy.
What do you think?
It was. Well, first of all,
Spielberg had something to do with it. It was Amblin.
Yeah. Well, Elliot, this was his choice of family movie night. I like the girls on Brilliant Observations. They call it Force Family Fun. FFF. Yeah, it's our family movie night. We do that too. And he picked that one. So Ready Player One was, well, everybody knows what it was, right? You live in this world of virtual, because real world is pretty shitty, but it was wild. All the references to the 80s
Yeah, it was
and
cool.
how it was so thought out. I love the graphics of it. I was surprised. I usually instantly turn away from all that stuff.
I think Elliot has some depth. It was cool. I said, what are your 2 favorite movies of all time? He said that and Jumanji 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cute.
But it's cool.
Again with The Rock. Bring it back around.
Really?
Right?
Full circle.
Jumanji, yeah.
All right, let's, are you trying to, I see you looking
Oh, no. I
up.
was just looking. Yeah, directed by Steven Spielberg. All right, that's all we need to know.
Okay.
They
Very
had
good,
some,
though.
like, kind of, it was mild love scenes with the sexy dancing going up between the legs and his little suit lit up. I was like, oh.
I know. That's
But they're in the teens. I'm sure they're getting there with all that.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I guess.
They
But
watch
they
all
don't
that
have
stuff on the
school. They're
side.
not seeing anybody. It's not like they're having any interaction with girls.
But they have YouTube.
I thought you were saying, but they have you. I was like, what kind of
You
sick
dirty,
world
dirty
is
mother.
this?
All right, now.
Okay.
Do you want to get
I
to the
know.
most important
You're holding
thing?
a paper. I know. Yes.
Okay. I'm holding this paper because it's time for the haiku people. The haiku winners. Okay. You're all winners. We want to first say thank you so much for all the lovely people who wrote in their haikus, and we want to individually, here we go.
Okay, because this
Pick
is
our
in
top
reference
ones.
to our last episode, episode 88, entitled, what was it? Dating and Love Life Q&A.
Oh, God.
And we did a
I'm
haiku
glad we're
thing.
over that one. Yay!
Oh,
So-
we're getting an update later. But
Okay.
Yes, but we announced a haiku poetry contest for which people are going to win some Mouse and Weens
Yay!
gear.
So we picked our top ones, but there's still a lot. So
Yeah, super fun.
okay, so let's start. We'll go back and forth. Okay.
Okay.
Ishan Cooper, Coop DeVille. Can we give a shout out to each individual
Yeah,
person?
for sure.
I love these people. Okay.
Yeah. How do you know him? What's his gift?
He lives in Australia. I met him through Angelo, the singer of Fishbone. Coop DeVille has played with Parliament, P-Funk, Funkadelic. He's amazing, an amazing guitar player. And he laid down one track on a song that I did recently that was great.
Cool.
I'll get into that later. We could play that song at the end, maybe.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That song is about my friend who had an altercation with a Facebook lady who then tried to demolish him through Facebook. So it's all
What?
about a crazy stalker lady.
We were just talking about this.
We were. Okay, so Ishan Cooper, one of the nicest guys in the world. And here we go.
Okay.
Father's Day Sunday. Okay, wait, first.
Yes.
God darn it, let's say what they are. Haikus are, you do 5 syllables,
Oh, I knew you were going
then
to ask me this.
7 syllables, then 5 syllables,
Right.
okay?
3 lines. It's a Japanese poem. 5, 7, 5 in syllables.
Yeah.
Usually about nature is the traditional way that they did
Okay.
haiku. But in our case,
It's about
we're nature.
we're nature.
Well,
Everyone's
Anything.
nature.
We
We're
open
all,
it up to all subjects, right?
a lot of carbon. Here we go.
Okay.
Ishan Cooper's is Father's Day Sunday. Spend the day with my loved ones. Socks and underpants.
I like that.
I love him. Okay. Now
Can you say an Australian accent?
Father's Day Sunday. Spend the day with my loved ones. Socks and underpants.
That's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard. I have an Australian friend, Shannon, and we're always going, wait, say that again. Say that. Lollies?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's the A's.
Yeah.
They, instead of going, because you want to do British sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that. Socks and underpants. It's like a different A. Try it.
Socks and underpants.
Better. Yours is
I
better.
don't know.
Yeah, you
But then
dated
there's a
an
twist
Australian.
between New Zealand and Australia, and if you can get that
for-
down, that's a good one too.
Wow.
That was from watching Flight
You
of the...
dated an Australian guy. He chased her to the airport on a moped and held his hands on the glass and said, I love you.
No.
You have the most Melrose Place life. I've never had anyone chase me to
That
an airport.
was a very melodramatic moment. Although I like your embellishments. I don't think he was on a moped.
I love the scooter
and
idea.
he didn't add a I love you. But
What did he say?
Drove to the airport. Yeah, I was
To
late.
catch you.
I was late to the plane. We had this little torrid romantic. It was only like 24 hours. It really was like a night in Paris kind of thing or something. I know. And we stayed up all night, and it was this whole thing. And then, then there was like a kiss.
Did you fondle
the
each
next
other?
day. No, it was very innocent. It was just a kiss, but it was like, the depth, the potential, the thing that it could have been. And but I had to fly away the next day, and
that's why it was
the
so
family was
exciting.
really mad at me because I was late, and they were waiting to
And
take me.
her friend.
And my friend. I'm
loved
sorry,
him.
Kim.
And
Well, he
she
was an
very
ex,
upset.
and she, it was that unspoken girl thing of, you don't
mess with my
cross
ex.
streams. I don't know. But, and it became apparent what had happened, that we had a little
No touching
thing.
fling.
And then went to the airport, and he ran after me, and I didn't know
Ran?
it.
How far did you have
ran
to
down
run?
the tarmac, or not the tarmac, but like on the aisle. See, now I'm getting all rom-com.
Did he drive you, or did he come
No,
after?
he came after.
That's
I
what
drove
I'm
with
saying.
the family.
On a
So
moped?
he was, I don't think he was on a moped. Do you remember moped?
I just like
No, I
that
don't
story.
remember the details. It was
Anyway, so
long
he
ago.
followed you, and then what did he say?
I don't know, but it was like through the glass, and it was just like, I'm gonna miss you, or call me. Let's
Follows her
write
to the
me.
airport.
Yeah,
Did you ever write?
we did write, and we did mixtapes to each other. It
What
was
were
so
some of the
cute.
songs? Were they all love songs?
Oh, if you were in my picture, la, la, la. Oh God, I'm not gonna know. I'll find it. I'll find some of the
Find
songs.
that mixtape.
Okay, I'll find
That's
the
amazing.
mixtape. I'll post that on Instagram.
How many
too.
times did you listen to it thinking of him?
Oh, all the time. But it was funny because we each sent each other a mixtape, and they had a lot of the same songs on them.
This
So,
was the guy for you.
I mean, who knows?
You could have been in sunnies and lollies and jumpers.
All right. So shout out to Australia.
Okay, yours next.
Okay. Next haiku is from Dana Mackin.
We
This
love
is
her,
our. Should we say
Dana.
last names? Do people want to be like
Yeah, they're
called
fine.
out? Okay. Dana is my husband's cousin, therefore my cousin, therefore our
I
cousin.
love Dana.
She's the best. The
family.
kids call her Aunt Dana. Hers was a podcast I know. It is good that Mouse and Weens. I sound like Yoda. Oh, it is good that Mouse and Weens. There might have, Dana, you should have added a comma. Anyway, no, that was great. I loved it. I sound like Yoda. Dana's great because if you go back to November last year, she did a birthday shout out for you, Jules. And she did a Korean, she sang happy birthday in Korean.
I
She's
remember
really
that.
into
That was
Korean.
awesome.
Yeah.
If
and
we
she
could
loves
find that.
one actor from Korea. He's like the hot dog over there.
Yeah.
And now Charlotte is totally into K-pop, all the Korean.
Pink Black.
Pink Black.
She played it for me
and
tonight.
BTS, is that the other
I don't
one?
know. I don't
think
know.
so.
But let me tell you something real quick. Sorry to break the haiku. I just remembered that I hung out with the world's biggest Indian movie star.
What?
I forgot about this, and then someone brought up Bollywood and saying, "Oh yeah, John Abraham." That was like this huge star in India. He's like the Johnny Depp of America. And this is a weird story. I just thought I'd give you more of your celebrity stories, although this is a weird one. But Karen Embry she wanted to bring us, when I was working with Red Rock Films, I was the vice president of a company. Red Rock Films. Global Creative Media was the offshoot. Anyway, they brought us a film. She wanted to bring over Indian films and mix it with Hollywood, and we were looking at her film. And her son is the guy, oh gosh, why can't I remember anything? Embry, the actor who's on the show Grace and Frankie right now, who's the young son, who's her son. It's
All right. I'm pulling
Grace's
up IMDb. Embry.
and he was also in European Vacation.
This is how old ladies
I
talk
know.
about movies. Folks.
Anyway, so we hung out with
Ethan Embry?
Ethan Embry.
Okay.
So that's her son. Karen's great.
Does he look like this?
Yep.
Do. Okay,
Yeah,
popped him up over
Okay,
there.
we'll put him in somewhere. He looks like that guy.
Nice.
So anyway, it was just weird hanging out with the world because nobody knew him here, and I think he was
That's
really bothered by that. He was
funny.
looking around for someone
Really?
to notice him. He was a nice guy, but yeah, he was kind of off the fact
That's an interesting name for.
I know. I think he changed it to be more American.
Stage name.
Okay,
There you
next
go.
we have Mechanicy Brock.
Yeah, why?
Brock
What is this
Brown.
nickname?
I don't know
Yeah,
the
we
whole
know Brock
backstory,
is
so-
Brock Brown, but
Brock Brown, love him. Worked at Neuroquin with him. He's a great guitarist. We did a lot of guitar stuff together, and He's just a genius and super smart, super creative, super warm,
So nice,
kind-hearted
so funny.
guy.
Yeah.
And we love him. And he has a baby. He has a baby and did toddler haiku. Okay, here we go. Get off the table! He threatened her with his eyes, pretends not to hear.
See, I keep
haiku.
waiting for a fourth line. I'm used to that symmetry.
I know.
Just like,
This one's
It's
so
cool,
This is
man.
the one hand clapping
Are
and
we
the
supposed to-
poetry.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. Nice,
Jazz
Brock. Thank you, Brock. Brock
Thanks,
has
Brock.
also contributed a bunch of fun stuff on, I think on Facebook, actually,
Yeah.
now that we're going to cancel it.
We
No,
should
we're
keep
not
it.
canceling it. It'll be there. All right, good. Thank you, Brock. These are all going to be put into a hat. We're going to draw names, and then...
The ones who we get will get a prize.
Yeah, we're going to reach out for prizes.
The
coming
winners,
soon.
the hot winners will get
That's right.
prizes.
Okay, next one from Scott Barron. You want to set up Scott Barron?
Scott Barron's great. He's an author. He writes sci-fi novels. We wrote a script together called The Last Witch, which we're currently pitching. The Last Pitch. We haven't done it in a while. But anyway, it's a Scottish play that we converted to a movie. He's a great writer. He is making a killing on his sci-fi novels. So look up Scott Barron on Amazon.
Nice.
And yeah, he's doing really well. So congratulations to him.
Great. Yeah. He's a
And
good
we're
guy.
also working on the movie sets together. He's a medic as well.
Medic. Here's that guy. All right, here's his haiku. Scott Barron. Rhyming stuff is hard. Haiku is much easier. Refrigerator.
Because refrigerator has 5 syllables.
that, yeah.
He's so smart.
Refrigerator.
I
Yeah.
love it. We told people to be dorky too, and boy, why people are
Came
hitting
out.
it.
Thank you for dorking it up, Scott. We like
Dorcas
it.
McCorkus. Okay, Chris Taylor. Love Chris. He is a DP and cameraman. The first show we worked on was Murder in the First, and he's great. His Instagram is killer. Chris Taylor. He does.
Is he our comedy buddy
Yeah.
too?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he was on our podcast.
Yeah, we did the whole stand-up episode with him and Chris Fairbanks and Wayne Fetterman.
Yep. He did the Virgin Suicide, where someone who doesn't know comedy goes up and has to go against a couple of heavyweight comedians and do a whole set.
Yeah, they're the headliner. Like the heavyweight comedians open for him, and he's the
Chris
headliner. And it
Fairbanks
was like
and
a
Wayne
15-minute set.
Yeah. It's nuts.
It was crazy. I know.
I was so nervous for him, but he killed it. He was great.
I think Wayne came in after with his improv group,
Oh, that's right.
but Chris Fairbanks opened
And
for him.
Brian Callen,
And Brian Callen, who
just got in trouble for sexual misconduct.
and Laurie Kilmartin was there.
Yeah.
So it was a big show. But what did he do? Did you read what happened with Brian Callen? Okay.
God, we have so many of those things coming out.
I know.
Okay, Chris Taylor. Don't you hate haikus? They are such a waste of time. Now I want sushi. And he wrote, this is meant to be funny, not to insult your idea of haikus.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Yay. Yeah, he was nice. He was funny. He was cute, good up there. He did a good job.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Can you imagine, guys? Just imagine, guys and gals. I'm going to say y'all. That's apparently the
works.
gender neutral.
Yes.
Y'all, do you? Then I went through a Dolly Parton phase where I was calling everyone honey and sweetie. When I was on those anti-anxiety meds, I just became this loose Dolly Parton. Do you remember? I just turned into this real, like,
Hi, honey.
barrel
Hi, sugar.
twisting hot sugar. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I liked myself probably more because I was just real loose.
Ooh, maybe we should get back on these.
Yeah, darling. But it was weird, right? Wouldn't that come out?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But back to Chris. No, I can't imagine getting up there for 15 minutes. That's so scary.
Phew.
Like, good for him.
Imagine getting up for 15 minutes, not knowing comedy, creating a whole set, and doing it amongst big-time people.
Right.
Good for anyone who could do that.
Yeah, for real.
Balls of
Is he
steel.
still doing it? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Well, yeah, you guys aren't really filming these days, so.
Yeah, I just haven't checked in a lot. So, next.
Okay,
Thank
next
you,
we
Chris. We love
have
you.
the one and only Paul Chomo,
Paul Chomo.
co-host of the award-winning Varmints podcast.
Varmints.
Varmints.
Varmints. And
With an exclamation mark. And it's all about animals, and it's really fun and cute. And he and Donna do a great job with it. And he has been a supporter from day one, and he still does, gives a lot of help to beginning podcasters when they're just getting in on the scene, and lets them into all these, cool groups and gives advice. And he's just a great person.
great guy. Super funny, too.
funny
Hilarious.
as hell. So funny. Yeah. And just quick-witted, great stuff. So
Paul Chomo.
look for him on
Varmints.
Varmints. And he also has Catching Up with Chomo. It's his own little individual podcast off to the side. So that one's fun. That's not right. It's called Checking In with Chomo. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Checking In with Chomo.
It's got a real
I have
catch
to make sure
to
of
it.
that. Now I have to make sure of it. Now I'm not trusting myself. Hold on, please. Chomo. Did you know that you can go to Apple Podcasts and type in any of our names or anything? Yeah, Checking In with Chomo.
Go to Apple Podcasts on your phone.
Yeah, and just type in Mouse and Weens or type in Julianne or type in Joelle, and we should come up.
Wow.
It's kind of cool. All right, here's Paul's. Ready? More listeners, please, is the podcaster's sad call. Should have done true crime. Which is so true.
So true.
True crime is so big. Oh my gosh. Although it is fun, and we're networked with so many true crime people, but I'm
It's
not
a
as
saturated
into
market,
it
right?
as you are. Are you? Do you listen to a lot of it?
Oh,
still?
I can't. No. I mean, I get intrigued, but then I get in weird phases where I'll obsess about something for a while and then drop it.
Yeah.
And that was starting to get in my brain a little too much with this pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
I can't go dark.
Yeah. I've never been able to go dark. I went through a phase in high school, I guess.
Serial
in college.
killers?
Well, I was really into reading Stephen King and really into reading Anne Rice. Mm-hmm. And then I got into the Twilight books. And then
Really?
yeah. And then after that...
Are you old?
Well, that's a little bit
Say
older.
that.
Yeah, I had new babies at that point. So I guess... But now that I have kids, I don't know. There's something about being a mom and
don't
then all
want
this
that.
weird, dark stuff and crime. It's too close to home. It just gets in my head and then I can't sleep. And I really do worry about the kids a lot. And,
Yeah.
and
It's
it
too
just
much.
messes with the old
Got
subconscious.
it. Maybe it's a single person's dream.
All right. Next.
Okay, we're gonna go to our friend Don Adams, who's also been here and there on the podcast.
Have we had him on?
We have clips of him and stuff.
Yeah,
he's
we're gonna-
great. He's a horror film director.
Yes.
He's
right.
our good buddy, and he's hilarious.
We should interview him because he was just his movie that he made was featured on. It's like a spin-off of Mystery Science
it was
Theater.
the Mystery Science Theater guys.
Yeah.
But they don't have that show anymore, so they did another
called
one
something
called
else.
Ay Rats.
Here, I'll look it up.
It's called like
fact-checking.
Rips. Anyway, so they found his film somehow. I think his distribution company was called Full Moon, and they must have gone to them and said, give us some great films. So it was his film from the 90s, and it's a horror movie that he did in Wisconsin, like at his parents' house. And, it's total, if you've ever seen that movie, the documentary American movie from the Wisconsin guy who did the movie Coven.
It's like that.
Coven.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Okay,
Anyway.
it's called, the company that spoofs these movies is called Riff Tracks,
Yeah.
RIFFTRAX, and his movie was called Vengeance of the Dead.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
you
it's
could
so
look it up.
good.
It's online, right? It's on
They're
YouTube.
freaking hilarious. The riff
Yeah.
tracks. And it's like, Don was so excited because they paid a great homage to me by doing that. So
Do they actually
it's
pay
like an
him?
hour and a half. No, I don't think. I think at some point you write your film away to the distribution. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I think he probably ran across it somehow or someone sent it to him.
Yeah.
There are coyotes
Yeah.
outside howling like crazy.
Can you hear it? It sounds like hyenas laughing, like in the distance. We live on a canyon, and the coyotes get down there and go for it with the bunnies. Sometimes they get real close to the house, though. They run up on the streets here, and it's like yiping right outside our window. It's so scary. They got our kitty, too.
Oh, Joe.
The old one, not Scooby.
Yeah.
All right.
Or Melody. Don't forget your other
And
cat.
Melody. It's Melody's birthday
Even though
today,
she's
too.
disabled. She's...
Our disabled kitty. All right.
Okay,
Don
Don
Adams.
Adams. I don't have road rage since I stopped driving on roads. Now I have couch rage.
I like that one.
Oh, Don, we love you.
I think we can relate to that.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh my God, it's so true. So
Yes.
short-tempered lately.
Thank you
Alexander and Jody.
for subscribing to Patreon. You are a Patreon dream. Come get your Mouse and Weens. For dirty words and naughty bits and things that aren't PG. Get the naked, long, uncut Mouse and Weens at patreon.com/Mouse and Weens.
Good stuff. All right, next one is from Ginger Saunders.
Oh, Ginger. I didn't realize she wrote in. She's a beautiful singer. She's a jazz singer. And then also, we did a movie together. That's how I met her. She is an actress. And she did a movie, 2 shorts that I produced. I'm on as a producer credit. And Bottled Up is one of them. And Mambo 101 is the other one. And Michael Mayers. Mike Mayers is an amazing human being. He produced and wrote these. I'm sorry, directed and wrote these. And basically produced. I mean, they were being nice, but...
what is the difference between a director and a producer? I'm still learning.
You want to know this really right now?
Well, no, forget it.
Producers more usually, generalize it, they put it together. They're putting all the pieces together and managing the thing from afar. And the director gets to be in the moment in the creative process, so they don't have to deal with what's that team doing over here?
Okay.
What's the
Got it.
So
Okay.
they're more the creatives and hands off of all the BSE stuff.
Got it.
Times. But Michael Mayers was the DP on The West Wing forever, which is a big deal because that show is great.
Yeah.
And
That's neat. Was he nice?
he's super cool. He's one of my favorite guys ever.
Reach out to him. Let's get things going.
He would probably be great on a podcast. He has so many stories,
Really fun.
especially about that. So she's awesome. Here she is.
Okay. All right. Ginger Saunders says, 2020 meh. A WTF year for us. Please let it change soon.
So true.
Or we could do
Or with
2020 meh. A what the f year for us. Please let it change soon. I was giving it a little more actress flair. What do you think?
Wow, Joe.
Yeah.
She just got glassy eyes whenever she acts or gets emotional.
Why do
Glassy
I get that?
eyes. She
Is
does.
that a syndrome? Is that something we
It's a syndrome. It's when you emote. It shows through your eyes.
Are my tear ducts instantly connected
I don't
to
know.
that?
It's great, though. Very good. Yes, that's true.
Right?
We concur. Okay. Shannon Shook Iams. Oh, we love her. So Shannon I've known for so many years, since 5th grade in San Ramon. And we were the Twin Towers playing basketball together because we were both the tallest on the team, and we just passed the ball over everyone's head. Just us two running down the
Those
court.
long arms.
Like slam dunking. She's awesome.
You know
she has
what?
2 great kids.
You know what I love about Shannon is when we first announced our podcast back October or whenever, when we came out, that was our coming out episode. We said, hey, we're looking for our people. So if you guys give us a listen, you like it, please tell people, which still holds true. And she wrote back and she goes, you don't have to look for your people. We are your people. And I thought that was so sweet. That always stuck with me as like, our friends are really our friends listening. So thank you, friends, for listening.
Thank
There I
you,
go with
guys.
my glassy eyes
She's
again.
getting glassy-eyed
God.
again. I'm going to take a picture of this.
No,
this is great.
no. I'm
I
going
don't
to
have
take a
my
picture of
camera,
you.
that's all right.
Julian's laid out on the bed here like Cleopatra.
I do. I'm side swaddling.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm laid out. I
The
don't
way
want to
she
sit
can reach the
upright.
microphone the best. But
Yes.
okay, Shannon, let's hear it.
Shannon, love you guys. Laughter and much love. Fun and silly. Oh, Shizen. My delivery skills are terrible. She just said, love you guys. Okay. And with a kissy face, we love you too.
Oh, that
okay,
was a
now,
personal note.
ready?
Yes.
Laughter and much love. Fun and silly forever. Mouse and Weens, kind souls.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, we love you, Shannon. You are the kindest soul ever.
For real. She's the one who you spent the night at her house
Oh my gosh.
and then walked out the front door.
I've slept walk a lot when I was younger. and
walk out to a very busy street and
sat in the middle of it.
in the middle of the street. I
Yes.
thought you sat on the sidewalk. They found you on the sidewalk.
Ooh, I'd have to ask her.
Yeah.
I thought it was the middle of the street because I think I woke up or they came out and I could have let all their
And they
dogs
lived
out.
at the crest of a hill. So if a car was
Yeah.
speeding up over one side of the hill, they probably wouldn't have seen you and could have taken you out.
Oh, I'm sure. There's
then-
no way they would have.
From that point on, her big brother had to sleep in a sleeping bag across the threshold of the front door to keep Julianne from going out. Because
When
I
I
think you
slept over.
unlocked the door. Like you
I
knew.
unlocked the door and went out and was asleep. Crazy.
That's so
Michael
scary.
Brubigli.
Oh, what?
I'm going to take a nap. Michael Brubiglia.
Oh.
have you heard Sleepwalk with Me? He has I believe it's a whole film about his sleepwalking issues. And there are some people that have severe sleepwalking stuff where he actually, I think, went out a window from a second floor. From a second floor store. Oh, Lord. Good night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, all right.
You haven't heard of him? I'm surprised
No.
he's in the comedy world and everything.
I know the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You'll
why. Okay.
Figure it out. It says Sleepwalk with Me.
Okay.
It's great.
All right. I'll look it up.
He has a lot of comedy stuff on that subject.
Oh, good. Okay. So do we.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. Can I tell you my sleepwalking story? Sure. No, it's so dumb. There's nothing to do with anything. But you were a freaky, sleepwalker. And you would come into my room while I was still up studying late at night and would move clothes to the side in my closet and you would scratch at the wall. Like some weird...
I don't think you ever told me this.
Psycho clown lady. And I would have to take you by the shoulders and lead you back to your room and talk to you all like a mom. Okay, Jillian, time to go to bed now. And you did it one time right behind my lamp. Like you walked right over to where I was studying at my little desk in the corner with the lamp. And right behind the lamp on the wall there. And you did a little...
Scratch?
Yeah, scratch on the wall. Like a upright weird cat.
Like the Exorcist person. Wow, that's
Yes,
creepy.
it was freaky.
Did it scare you?
Yes. Except you did so many weird things. You also went down to the kitchen, pulled your pants down and peed on the middle of the kitchen floor. But
Like the Exorcist, once again.
we have a through
theme
line
here.
Are you serious? I don't remember. I've seen the movie. Don't
Oh,
remember.
another one of our favorite horror movies that you can't remember anything of.
God.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Shannon. All right. Next one. Lauren Burns. Lauren Burns. Don't know Lauren.
I love Lauren. She lives right next to Obi Scott Wade, who Obi has a show on called She's Out. He's the creator of a show that was a popular superhero show, and he also has a couple other shows.
These are all your neighbors in LA, is this it? Or just
They're in Long Beach, and I knew him originally probably through Warren, and he wanted to collaborate on a show that I can't talk about because I've signed an NDA.
Whoa. This is great. I know. I love all
But
your...
Lauren is wonderful, and so we have had Thanksgivings over there, and she lives in the house connected. I think it's still a part of Obi's house, so she might be renting half of it out. But
Oh, cool. That's the thing. I love where you are, too, because all these, like, fancy actors and comedians and stuff, they all live, like, in cute little cottages, just like you do, and it seems like not until you make it, you're just in a nice little humble abode, which is nice. All right, so I'm going to read hers. Lauren Burns. Blue jeans cast aside, too tight for lockdown. Hello. Giant baggy dress. It's true.
it's so true.
Dude.
We were both squishing our chubs earlier.
Yeah, I know.
That sounds really weird and bad, but that just means poking like the chubs on your stomach.
Yeah. You take your thumb and your fingers and you put them around your midsection belly. You make like a big oval around your belly button and then you go whee-hwah, whee-hwah. That's kind of the move and it's a good one. So I highly recommend it. And muumuus are my new favorite thing. I've been pulling out all of my old sundresses, throwing the bra to the wayside, and wearing my little sundresses around the house because, well, it's not jeans. So I believe she is right.
Yes,
So, thank
Lauren,
you.
you're
Thank you,
right.
Lauren.
She dresses so cute too. I always
Really?
love. Yeah, she's really cute. Okay, Jennifer Campbell Matton from Boston. She's going to the farmer's market.
Farmer's market.
Okay, she says, I don't like to self-promote, but my haiku is pretty profound and quite relatable. So she's always talking about, she's always pooping or she's got a lot of poop stuff. We relate. Okay, his stew is like poo. Sometimes it slips out just right. Other times gets stuck. What did she talk? His stew? Whose stew? Jen. I gotta call her and find
It's
out.
probably about her husband, Chris.
Oh, yes, you're
Right?
right.
The
You're
frog
right.
story?
Yep, he had some problems. Her husband Well, I'm going to make him tell this story, but
Yeah.
poor frog.
Someday,
He had diarrhea, had to jump out and go behind
don't
a
give
dumpster.
it away.
Okay.
No spoilers. This is a good
Let's go.
story.
Jennifer, we love you.
Very good, Jennifer. All right, and let's see, Patrick Thompson.
Oh, Patrick. He's Patrick is a location manager. He also does poetry. He writes music. He does beautiful postcards with watercolor. He's an artist.
Wow.
Through and
Watch out,
through.
people. We have a professional poet here.
Quadruple threat.
Ready? When we were younger, the world was our oyster. Older, we got shucked. Ooh, profound. I like it. Now, right up next to Jen Campbell's. I don't know.
Yeah,
They're
I know.
both pretty
Poop and
profound.
check.
Yeah.
I know.
I like it. Good job, Patrick.
Curtis Lubin. Oh, Patrick. Yeah, we love you, Patrick. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, Curtis Lubin. I was looking at my sheet.
Curtis is a garden dad with me. We work in the school garden together, and he's great. He's a Mouse and Weens fan. He listens to all our episodes.
Does he, Curtis?
While he works, he's kind of a Renaissance man. He can do everything, and he's now kind of he's building garden beds for people around town who want to plant their own food, and then starting to maintain them. And was telling me about it, which I might want to get in on with him. It'd be fun to go around town and
That'd be
do
cool.
people's gardens. Yeah,
Do it.
maybe, but we'll see. Anyway.
So Curtis says, 2020, meh. Get a hobby right now, son. It will help you cope.
See?
Oh, see?
He's the man of a million hobbies.
I love that.
He does these cool, he'll take a log and he'll cut it crosswise and put this really cool resin on it and makes all these really neat
Really?
table
I love
settings.
that. I love the 70s with resin on everything.
Yeah, he's
Tables,
amazing. He can do
chairs.
anything. Especially with free stuff, he'll go on these free, Facebook sites and get stuff and remake them and repurpose them. It's really neat. Yeah.
Like Jennifer Campbell Martin also does this. She
she does?
refurbished all these furniture pieces for her place in Yucca Valley.
Oh, how
for
did she?
Airbnb.
Wasn't there a big fire in Joshua Tree?
Yeah, let's
She's okay.
but
Everything's
keep
okay?
reading these.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I think she's fine. I mean, there's so many fires. Yeah, I don't know the details of that one.
Yeah. Okay.
We're in Fire City.
I know. All right, Phil Rude is our last one
Oh,
on my
Phil!
list.
Yay.
You might still have some. Phil is a great guy that also is in the Picture Show with Austin and Phil Rude podcast.
That was awesome. I listened to
He and his son do this podcast together, and they review movies mostly. But aside from that, he's a great illustrator. You'll see his
Great
artwork.
stuff. Fast motion. So
Yeah, he does a lot of little videos on Instagram where you can see him draw stuff. But he did a online book, an ebook. It's like a children's story about a cat. He loves his cat.
that's awesome. Yay, cat lover.
I know. He has done a bunch of logos for people. So if you look back at the Checking In with Chomo podcast, that cover art is Phil's drawing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And,
so good. Great artist and guitar stuff.
Yeah, and he's a
We
great
talked
guitarist.
a little shop, but I don't know as much as he does as far as shop talk guitar, but he's got some nice song. He's very good.
Yeah, and he's hilarious too. He posts really funny stuff, and he's also a contributor to the Gravity Beard podcast. So he's been on that a few times too, doing music reviews and stuff like that. So it's cool. All right, his haiku is: Mouse seeks love for Weens. It's what nosy sisters do. Footwear important.
That was from our other podcast where the mouse was driving me crazy. She was really trying to get me
Gotta get
hitched
you
or something. And
back in the online dating scene.
yes. But then we're also obsessing about guys' feet and how.
We or
Okay,
you?
I was. Well, if they're weird ganglers. Anyway,
She can't stand the leather.
you can't stand armpits. Let's talk about that. And
I know. Why are they so gross?
you were just doing this where someone's photo came up of armpits.
And
And you got up and walked away. You said, I'm not looking at that. I go, Joelle, it's just a guy.
It feels like a vagina.
She said, it looks like a hairy vagina staring at you.
Well, there's odors there.
Don't, would you stop?
It gets hot. It drips.
Oh,
There's hair.
leave him alone.
There's different patterns of hair.
Everybody has them.
Sometimes a mole.
It's
Skin tag.
Everyone's got them. Who cares?
Everyone
It's just a thing.
Commit to only wearing long sleeves or T-shirts, please. No more tank tops.
Okay.
No more shirtless things
I don't
unless
agree
you're The
with
Rock.
you, though. I think let them fly. Air them out. You don't want to stick them in some cavern and then you have to deal with them later.
What if they have the white
Drip, like antiperspirant drips?
Yeah, antiperspirant
You're
drips.
obsessed with that because her friend gave her a hug and had drippy white armpits and you got it on your shoulder.
Yeah, it was one
You're
of those-
traumatized from early childhood.
Well, someone put their arm around me in a picture in a tank top, and it was like, smile, and then they moved away, and I had a wet shoulder from where the armpit was.
She was dripping white.
She's taller than me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joe.
Or the white dingleberries. Have you ever seen the white
There's been a couple dings over the years, but you move on. It happens to everyone.
gross.
Really?
Can we just, if I ran for president, that would be my new
You'd
nationwide
make everyone
law.
wear no sleeveless tops at
Right.
all? No
Nope.
tanks? No wife beaters?
No. Outlawed.
Nothing.
Outlawed. Burn them. Burn them all. Big
But-
pile. Soak them up.
So,
Got to get a T-shirt on that stuff.
so they just can't drip. Your issue is drips.
My issue is seeing them, the visibility of the drips,
Oh,
and the
she's getting
scent.
incensed.
Maybe we should outlaw polyester while we're at it. And
Yeah,
that,
but have
and
you
that
ever
awful
liked-
athletic stuff. My boys, when they wear those athletic shirts,
Oh, they
those
stink, though. Your
yeah,
sons
Under Armour
stink.
shirts. Oh, those are stinky too.
They're in that phase of just crazy.
I know. We might need to upgrade from only deodorant to deodorant and antiperspirant.
All right, but now you might want to do natural because isn't that a possible future Alzheimer's?
right.
Don't give your
Aluminum
kids
stuff.
Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Yeah. The aluminum in the deodorant.
Aluminium.
Okay,
All right,
so
do you have any more haikus?
we've done this. We're
This is
done,
it.
you guys. Okay, we'll pick our
Congratulations.
top ones, and
Thank
you're going to
you.
get a present. So we'll reach out to you.
That's
How's
right.
that?
Yep.
Hot diggity.
We
Thanks
have-
for listening.
What do we have in our gearbox? Look at this. I have a gearbox right here.
We're at her house. She's got all this set up. It's
I'm
amazing.
going to pull it out right here. It's
Okay, but-
live and in action. We have a fanny pack. That's very cool, right? Wouldn't you wear this fanny pack? You don't want to talk about gear right now, do you? This is my commercial.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like, do you want to give some substance? Because we just talked for a long time.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Fine.
Fanny packs,
Pants, masks,
shirts,
socks, shirts, sweatshirts, very cool sweatshirts.
sweatshirts.
Yeah, look up in the, wait, where is it? Oh,
Don't
it's
get
this
too
one.
excited, though, because not everyone's getting a sweatshirt.
Right, no, but look how awesome. These are hoodies.
Ooh, yeah, those are nice.
And they just came out with ones that have zippers, too. So.
Okay. So people are getting swag. I realize I've been saying swag for 48 years or whatever, however old.
It's like Schwann's meat.
swag.
All right. Very
Okay,
good.
guys, so where are we at time-wise?
I think we might be about done. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll give some shout outs. Let's do a podcast shout out right now to Boobies and Noobies with Kelly Reynolds.
Yay, Kelly!
This is such a fun podcast, you guys. This is all about, well, let's let her tell you. Here we go.
Hey everybody, this is Kelly Reynolds, and I'm the host of Boobies and Noobies, the podcast that asks novice romance readers to think outside the dick in a box. Join me for a new episode every Friday as we review romance novels with non-romance readers. From the sweet, loving fairy tale romances of the Highlands. Who cares about up against the wall by the fruit trees? Like, where's the dragon?
Inside the belly of a dragon.
To the naughty erotic threesomes with Navy SEALs.
Sex was a 10. I mean, you cannot get any better than this book. Come on,
Okay,
you guys.
good.
Really.
We read it all. Check us out at Boobie Podcast on both Twitter and Instagram. Listen to previous episodes on any podcast streaming platform. And stay tuned for our upcoming holiday series, The 12 Days of Boobsmas.
All right. There we go.
Yay!
We have been talking with Kelly, too. I think we're going to have a collaboration in the future soon, so watch out for that. Woohoo! Yes. All right. I think we did it.
All right, we did it. Thanks, guys. This is a very focused on haiku episode.
Yeah, it was kind of random, but I liked all your stories. Thanks, Weens, for...
I liked your stories even
Remembering
better.
I like you better.
I like you the best.
All right. Well, next time we will...
She's humping my leg right now. Stop. Don't like me that much. Get off.
boot scooting across the floor like a cat. Oh, my God. Yeah, go to Instagram. Please check out all our stuff. Everything you can find on social media is Mouse and Weens. You have to spell it out.
No ampersand.
We're also on YouTube And we are on Patreon, as you heard earlier. Thank you again to Jody and Alexander for
Thank you.
being patrons. That is where you can get free swag, behind the scenes stuff, extra uncut, no commercials,
unrated,
all sorts of stuff.
dirty mouse. She does weird things there.
Oh, shut up! I do
kidding.
not. Maybe just a few. That last one was a little iffy, but whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much. And we really, really do appreciate your patronage, your friendship, your listening, and telling your friends. If anyone wants stickers to help us get the word out, we will send them to you. Just reach out, mouseandweens@gmail.com.
We love all you guys. Thanks to all of our friends in general and all the people that contributed to our haikus. Because it was fun. We love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bored at my house, I went online. I saw your picture. Ooh, you look fine. We hit you up. We put it in motion. You said, come to my place. I live by the ocean. I said, hey. You said, hi back. You grabbed me by my shirt. And, ooh, it was electric. This morning, now we were lovers, thinking of more fun under your covers. Went home and you called, and I was kind of nervous, but we both ended up getting off on the phone. It was the best. 5 minutes later, I got a text. It was you saying you want me to buy you a wedding dress. Joking. When I laughed, she turned to rage. Then she started talking tons of shit up on my Facebook page. Didn't really know this girl. I only saw fun bags. Hindsight's 20/20. She had a million red flags. Even if your heart overrides your brains, avoid getting stuck like me. Don't ride the crazy train.